There was just a magnitude 5.3 earthquake in northeast Australia. What? Australia have earthquakes? Yes, Australia does have earthquakes. Behind me is a map from Queensland University showing historic earthquakes greater than a magnitude 4. Okay, so why do we think of Australia not having earthquakes? Most earthquakes happen along the boundaries of the tectonic plates, and Australia sits in the middle of a tectonic plate. So most of the earthquakes near Australia actually happened around its edges, but Australia is one of the fastest moving land masses on Earth. The plate that it sits on is slamming into the Pacific plate and the Eurasian plate to the north and northwest. So that means that there are compressive stresses and other stresses that are building up across the Australian continent. Occasionally, these stresses build up so much that they cause the rocks to break, which causes earthquakes. So earthquakes don't happen as often here as they do along the plate boundaries, but they do happen. In fact, there are more than 100 earthquakes of magnitude 3 or greater that happen in Australia every year. On average, there's a magnitude 5 plus earthquake every 1 to 2 years. In fact, we've had at least 2 this year that were greater than a magnitude 5. That's how the law of averages works, right? Sometimes you get more, sometimes you get less. And there have been larger earthquakes. In fact, the largest earthquake that's been recorded in Australia was the magnitude 6.6 earthquake that happened, oh gosh, in the Northern Territory in 1988. So Australia does have earthquakes. There's no place on Earth that is free from earthquakes. So make sure if you feel earthquake shaking, drop down to the ground, take cover under a sturdy object, and hold on. Stay safe, everybody.